What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in with In the Chair with Kay. Today I have Mr. JP Lopez. He does the JP Lopez podcast. He does the JP Lopez photography. Man.
Yeah, busy man.
Busy man. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you it's been an honor. It is an honor, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you've seen it in my episodes, but what I like to do is I like to just bring people on. Give the world, Lubbock, Texas, a chance to share your story, what you're about. You're a business owner, so just kind of like how that started and why you do what you do, and kind of, what do you do to take care of you to become the best husband, father, business owner, brother that you can be?
To answer your first question, I started photography with my sneakers.
Okay.
Big time sneaker collector. Mm-hmm. And I asked my wife, we weren't even married at the time, we were just dating.
Yeah.
And I asked her for a quote unquote professional camera for Christmas.
Okay.
Because I wanted to start taking good pictures of my shoes.
Uh-huh.
And then she did, and that damn camera was so hard to understand. I couldn't take a picture that was not blurry to save my life. So I got.
Was it like a professional camera?
It's just a DSLR, where you need to have all your settings right to take a good picture. It's not like a point and shoot where you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was so frustrated that I couldn't figure it out that I just put it in the closet. And I never messed with it for 6 months. So, back then we didn't have a lot of money. So I knew my wife spent a lot of money on that damn camera for me just to disrespect her and put it in the closet. So
yeah.
I taught myself photography through YouTube. I just watched a bunch of videos on how to figure out the settings and stuff like that. And man, once I figured that camera out, it was glued to my hands. I took it everywhere. I was taking pictures of everything. So then it went from sneakers to my action figures.
Okay.
So I started posing my action figures and taking pictures of them like they were real people.
Uh-huh.
And those were pretty cool. I put them all on Instagram. And shout out to my buddy Topher. He was a photographer, and he kept telling me I need to actually start doing photography. Mm-hmm. And I was just way too scared. And he invited me to go on a shoot with him to be an extra shooter. And from there, man, it was just.
Is this something that you fell in love with when you were younger, or this is just something that you a new passion that you came about as an adult?
Yeah, it was definitely a new passion as an adult, because I've been doing this story that I'm telling you is probably 10 years old. I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So once that kicked off, man, I loved photography, and I started doing photography, and I took pride in taking pictures that are art. So I don't know how to explain it other than just an art picture. So it's not just you standing with your husband and it's something that's art.
Yeah.
Just to be creative, I'm guessing, for a lack of.
Yeah, just kind of how people take pictures of landscapes and.
Yeah,
artistic people doing things not paying attention and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. I always was trying to be creative in my photography. So yeah, I think that's what set me apart in the beginning, and then, man, my love for it just took off. As far as I guess finding an outlet or whatever to bring my sanity back.
Uh-huh.
Man, I love podcasting. I love talking to my friends. I love talking to my new guests and really, truly hearing their stories, because everyone has a story. And some of the stuff that, people come into the studio and drop on you, you're like, man, you were a strong person, because I don't know if I could have done that. And then it also makes you think damn, I don't have it so bad,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Things that people overcame and.
Yeah.
where they're at now, for sure.
Life definitely isn't fair because people have gone through some stuff.
Sorry. So how did the podcast came about? Like, this is another idea that you just kind of wanted to try and...
No, I was fortunate enough to be asked to start doing my own show. And the guys that were already doing the podcast, they were my good friends growing up. And, well, one of them was my good friend growing up. And I got to become good friends with the other person. So they're Jonathan Ramos and Eric Constancio.
Okay.
So Eric Constancio I didn't grow up with him, but when we all graduated and all hung out, I got to know him, and yeah, he's good people. But they were already doing a podcast called The Pendejos, and they just asked me if I wanted to do my own show under their studio label, and yeah, I was like, hell yeah. And I jumped on it, and it was like photography. It was just love at like, as soon as I started doing it, it instantly became a passion for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't get to, so I got my own studio and I didn't get to keep my show because they kind of had all of our shows under one banner, and for me to take my own show would have been like a hassle for them.
Yeah.
So rather than be because we're boys, so rather than be an asshole and make them deal with that, I just said I'd start my own show.
Yeah.
So that's why it went from the JP Lopez Show to It's the JP Lopez Show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
So actually both shows, I think I'm missing like a total of like 30 episodes. Both of those shows are on YouTube, my YouTube channel.
Okay.
But the actual audio from my first, the JP Lopez Show is gone. So, but yeah, they're all on my YouTube, minus like the first 30 episodes, because it took me that long to start actually recording them and putting them on video.
You have a co-host, right?
No, I just have my buddies that come by and they co-host with me. So
okay.
Yeah, it's just my show, but every episode has got a real solid buddy of mine that co-hosts the episode with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I watched your last one. I think it was with an older friend of yours, and y'all were talking a lot about mental health and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. So what's crazy is I haven't seen him in like, I don't know, maybe 10 years. And I saw him at an event that I got hired for, and he like hollered at me, and I turned around, and man, it was like we just picked up where we left off.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So yeah, I invited him to come on the show, and I didn't honestly think that episode would get as deep as it did, and it did.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it, and I feel like at that time too, like it was something that I needed to hear.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. And I love to hear those comments when people like, and you'll learn it too, like when people really, when your show gets rolling and you're probably like 20 or 30 episodes deep, and people like that's their show.
Yeah.
Man, they're gonna start reaching out to you and telling you like, man, I love this, I love that, this guest this guest that, and that's what makes it all worth it, like legit.
I was like seeing like your views and stuff like that. Like when you first started, did you have a good, like pretty good following base?
No. When I first started, man, it was so frustrating because I don't think I got more than like 10 or 15 views.
Yeah.
But you just gotta keep at it.
Consistency,
and, yeah. So I don't know what happened to my YouTube, because I started getting pretty good views. It was like in the couple hundreds every time, and then all of a sudden it just dropped to like less than 100, and I can't tell you what I'm doing wrong, but yeah, I average about like 150 for each episode, but the audio probably gets about like 4,000 streams every episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In your experience, do you think people like YouTube anymore?
I don't know what it is. I wish I could sit here and tell you what it is, but I've tried and tried to figure it out, and I can't. I don't know.
You know what I think it is? People's attention spans.
It's real, like, low, right? Like,
it's very low.
Yeah. So I was actually thinking of like hiring a social media person that can help me figure out my YouTube, because I mean, I don't understand how the audio gets thousands of streams an episode, but the video is like less than 100.
That is weird. Have you checked like your, what's it called? Like, is it like the data, the professional dashboard?
The dashboard, yeah, I have. And you're right, like the average, I guess, people that watch the show, the average is like less than 30 minutes. So yeah, you're right, people's attention span probably like leaves, but I don't know. I just have to figure it out, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
How are you liking doing this?
I love it, but I love it for the same reason. Like, I like to hear about people's stories, things that they've overcome. You know, I was thinking about it because I'm like, you know, when you come to a barbershop, everybody does like barbershop talk, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, well, we're talking, and some of the stories I've already came across, like, it's crazy. Like, you know, I'm talking to a detective and just talking about the things that he's going through, and like things that he sees in Lubbock, and I'm just like, dude, like, that is crazy. And
you come to find out that Lubbock ain't so innocent, especially when you talk to detectives and police. You're like, wow.
No.
Yeah, Lubbock is pretty bad.
And I've always loved it because Justin, he's had a podcast in the past. It's called the Super 806. And I helped him with that. And that's really when I fell in love with like doing podcasts and stuff like that. Is when I started helping him with that. And then, you know, before I got saved, I had another podcast that I did by myself. It was called Coffee Time with Kay. And it was just like this, just talking and stuff. So I feel like, you know, now God has placed it in my heart to like do it again. But now it's like to glorify him.
Oh, nice.
And get to hear people's testimonies and things that they've overcame. And, you know, I talk to a lot of barbers and business owners, and doing that type of lifestyle, like, it's not easy.
Yeah.
You have seasons where nothing is happening, and it's like the waiting season. But then to see and hear how they overcome, like, not only is it like inspirational to me, but it's inspirational for somebody out there who's struggling with the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's what I want to do. Like, I want to help people, you know, just hearing
to be an
different
outlet for help.
Yeah, just hear different other people's stories. Like, you're not alone. Like, you're not the only one dealing with this. Like, we're all.
That amazes me, how someone will come on my show and share their story, and then like 2 or 3 people will reach out and be like, that exact story is my same story. And it always happens like that. And that's why I say, like, you know, when I invite people to come on the show, they always like, well, I don't got nothing to say, or I'm not funny. And I'm like, well, yeah, you know, we like to joke around on the episode, but more than anything, it's a truth episode. It's your truth, and everyone has their story they can share.
No, for sure.
Yeah, and like you said, like, it just hits home with a lot of people. You're like, dang, that person's going through that same stuff, and yeah, it goes from there. But what I tripping on, honestly, is like, you're a female in a male dominant
industry.
Yeah, and in my opinion, I mean, you're already kicking ass with this podcast, and like the ideas that you have for it. So, I mean, blessings on your success, and blessings on everything you got coming up, for real. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Because I know that you're, you know, the odds are stacked against you, is what I guess what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Again, I feel like right now, like I'm on go mode, but it is hard, like, on those days, like, as a barber, when you're first up and coming, like, It's like a relationship. They say like the first year is the hardest.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of, then I'm like, okay, now I'm starting a podcast too at the same time. So it's like, you know, there's days where it gets a little discouraging and stuff like that. But you said it, Lou says it, everybody's telling me like consistency, like just keep being consistent.
Yeah,
so,
you'll break through, honestly. You might not think that, but it is true. So I'll put it to you like this. You know how they say on TikTok, like, just keep posting, just keep posting. And you think to yourself, like, man, that's ridiculous. I can't be posting like 2 or 3 times a day. But you keep doing that, and your following goes up. Everyone starts seeing you, and like they know you, and then you instantly become a brand. Like after 1 or 2 years of like constantly posting.
Yeah.
So I think you got to do that with your podcast too. Like you've got to continue just to keep pushing it out. Even if you think no one's listening, like you're doing yourself a disservice by just quitting. You know what I mean?
Just stopping it.
Yeah. You think that it's, I guess, like a stigma or like some kind of, people feel some type of way about trusting a female to cut their hair?
I definitely think so. And I don't think just not any female, because there's females here in Lubbock that, man, they are bad to the bone with their haircuts.
Yeah.
Like they are so good. And so I don't think necessarily, because I've seen females here in Lubbock who have had, what do I say, like they really defeated and conquered this industry, because you know, I don't know much about their stories, it's just from what I see. And so I think with that, I think it's just building trust in general.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a female barber, but I'm also a new barber. So I think when new barbers come into the industry, I think it's, everybody's like, kind of just, you know, everybody has their barber, so it's a
like
rough
you said,
world. You
building
really gotta
trust,
prove yourself, you know. You really gotta prove it and show why they should be in your chair.
But also too, like, and it sucks to say this, but this is the society that we live in, right? So you're a female, and then like a new client is like shacked up or with a girlfriend that's jealous. You would think, like, no, you can't go to a girl barber or a woman barber.
Yeah, and some people are like that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know, that would happen, but I guess you would know more than I do.
Yeah, I personally haven't had that issue, just because I think the way I uphold myself. You know, you got some female barbers that probably dress a little provocative, or you know, just you know what I mean. You know?
No, yeah, definitely.
And I think I don't.
But even like the girlfriend doesn't even have to know that, and they're already jealous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think at that point that's a relationship issue.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. Here, I'm gonna turn you this.
But
way.
you know.
Yeah.
More than me, then.
No, it definitely has its challenges, but I'm up for the challenge. Hold on, real quick. Tell me how much.
Maybe a little more, maybe. Yeah, perfect.
Right there?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you always been a people person?
Yeah, for sure. Man, my dad, I can't tell you how many times, like, my mom would get so pissed because he would, like, have a weekend and he just invite everybody to the house, and my mom's like, God dang, like, do we need everybody at the house all the time? And I guess that just, like, trickled down to me because I'm the same way. Like, my wife gets all mad because there are times where date night turns into like 10 or 12 of us, and she's like, you invited everybody, and I was like, well, we already had our date, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Is she more like a introvert type thing?
Dude, she took forever to come out of her shell. Yeah, she has conquered her social anxiety. She didn't like being out in public talking to people, and it really scared her. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she's came a long way. She really had a real bad social anxiety, and it was like friends that I've been in my, like, friends that I've known my whole life. And she would still be weirded out, like, oh, I don't want to go because I don't want to be weird. And I'm like, dude, you got to get over this. And it took some time, but yeah, she did. She got over it.
That's funny. That sound like me and Justin. Because I'm the same way. When I first met him, I mean, I'm talking about shy. Like, I was really shy. And we all met Justin. Like, he is just an outgoing guy. So I think it's fun. Justin. Shout out to husband. I think being with him, though, definitely got me out of the box. Just being a part of what he's doing and stuff, it helped me kind of learn that it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay to talk to people. Not everybody's stranger danger.
Obviously, he's your husband, and I know you through your husband. But I got to tell you, man, he was a big supporter of my podcast. Like, he was always the first one to comment, and hit me up. It was crazy, like crazy.
Yeah.
Once he did that live show, like, it just boom. He was a big supporter right from the start.
And he loves podcasts, and he's the one that introduced me to your podcast. And he loves local. Like, my husband is big on supporting local.
Yeah.
Like, he really is, because that's where he comes from. You know, he does a lot of local work and stuff, so he believes in local supporting locals. So
y'all talk a lot, right? Y'all communicate a lot.
Me and my husband.
What was his thought process when I asked him to come and cover my live show with a prayer?
With the prayer?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! When I say he was
leading up to that,
he was thrilled.
Oh really?
Like, he felt like it was an honor.
That's awesome.
You know, and it's also been an answered prayer for him. You know, for God to use him in places that, you know, sometimes pastors can't get to.
Yeah.
And God answered his prayer that day, and man, he ever since then, you know.
I can't sit here and honestly tell you that I've always been God first, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, you said it before you were saved, you had another show. I think more and more people are making it public, are making it, like, I guess,
like, known?
Acceptable or known that they're coming to God, like they're finding Jesus.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because probably, like, 5-10 years ago, you would have never, ever heard stuff like that.
Yeah. Wasn't popular.
No, yeah. But it's not just because it's popular. It's like people are really finding themselves through God, and it's beautiful to see, man. It really is.
What made you want to start that day with the prayer?
I had to. I knew that it was going to be a big event. My first live event, a lot of people were going to be there. It was just in me to definitely cover that place with God and prayer. Yeah. Before I started, and that was my idea, and that's what, like, I really wanted to stick to my guns with. If anything just fell through, that was not going to be something that fell through. That was going to be something I stuck to my guns with, and it worked out. It was great. It was great. With all these, like, encounters from Justin praying, from that step to people coming on your show talking about, like, God, like, where are you at right now? Like, has hearing these people's stories kind of, like, increased your faith? Oh yeah. I grew up in the Catholic Church. My grandpa was a deacon, and my grandma taught Sunday school. I deep rooted in Catholicism, as you know, as a kid from the start. And then life hit me hard. Life hit hard, and I honestly became an atheist. Really? Probably like a couple years, maybe, I don't know, 5-6 years out of high school, up until like close to my 30s. You could not get me to believe in God. And I think it was, you know, I think it was something my dad really, really hated. He never really expressed his hate for me not believing in God, but he would always jab at me from time to time. And I truly believe that his dying wish was to bring me closer to God, because when I got the word, you know, my mom told me that your dad passed, we're waiting for you to see him so they can take the body, you would have thought like I would have even been, there is no God, you know.
Is that like, short enough? You want it shorter? Your bangs?
No, that's short enough.
That's short enough. Okay.
You would have thought like, okay, there is no God. This just confirms. But it was like an awakening. It was like a spiritual awakening. It was just like a hug from God that was like, everything's gonna be okay. And that's why I really believe that it was my dad's dying wish to bring me closer to God. And from there on, I've always tried to make God first in my life.
Yeah.
And a lot of people trip out when, you know, it's like God, family. You're like, well, your family comes first. And I'm like, no, man, like God has to be first, man.
Has to be.
Yeah. So yeah, that's honestly where my dad's been gone for like 15 years now. So I mean, it's been like a good solid 15 years. And honestly, my wife too. I couldn't tell you when we first started dating, I couldn't tell you a time that I ever got in her vehicle and she didn't have like praise and worship music on. Like she's always been
a believer.
Yeah, like rooted in her faith. And even then it still didn't get me to like come onto her side, and then she would kind of get upset because she'd want to go to church and I'd be like, well, go, I'm not stopping you, but I'm not going.
Yeah.
But then once my dad passed, it was just a totally different 180 for me.
Something kind of clicked.
Yeah.
God showed up.
Yeah, he did.
In a time, in a way that only you and him could experience it together.
And, you know, of course you pray for forgiveness, but I truly, truly believe that he forgave me.
Yeah.
Because I denied him, and that's horrible.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the biggest sins you could ever do. And, yeah, I did it. And I feel in my heart of hearts that he's forgiven me.
Oh, for sure. Our God is such a graceful, merciful God. Like, we can't even fathom the love that he has for us and the forgiveness that he gives us every day. Like, we're really not worthy of his love, but yet he gives it to us. And it's like,
I definitely understand what you're saying, because I always feel like I don't deserve the blessings that I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely do feel that from time to time.
But we get to use opportunities that he's blessed us with, podcasts, jobs, where we're able to talk to people every day and get to share what he's done, and to give somebody else hope and faith, like that we do serve a good God, you know. You
know, I come on this episode, I didn't know what to expect. I've seen your first episode, and I knew it was gonna kind of be like, you know, personal story, barber talk, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is, like, even on my episodes, it's not like a faith-based podcast, but I can't go an episode without bringing up God and talking about how great God is. I think it's beautiful. I really
it is.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I'm trying to figure out right now, because, you know, me and my husband, we go to church and stuff, but I mean, we're sinners like everybody else.
Yeah.
And I think coming into the industry and stuff, it's like, okay, like me, I'm a lot like how your wife used to be. I'm an introvert. I probably shared my testimony like one time, and, you know, my husband shared his testimony multiple times, because that's what our testimony is, for God's glory, you know, and the overcoming that
testimony you gave, was it coached out of you, or you did it willingly?
I did it willingly.
Okay, cool.
I did it willingly, but I'm so very reserved that doing stuff like this is completely out of my... And if you watch my episodes, like, first of all, you know I'm not a multitasker. You know that I'm awkward. Like, so I'm like, God, like, why do you have me doing this? But it's all for his glory.
Yeah, for sure.
And so, see, I forgot where I was getting with that.
But honestly, okay, you're not a multitasker, and you're awkward. Dude, that's you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you you. Like, I like, I like the direction that's on your mindset, and I wish nothing but success for this.
Man, I appreciate it. I really do. It's cool. I like that a lot of people are getting into podcasts now. I feel like it's becoming more popular. And speaking about God's becoming more popular, so it's like you're hearing more and more testimonies and see how God's really been working in the world in general.
Yeah, most definitely.
So I think that's super cool.
But the thing that I get from you also is like everything is genuine. Like you're not forcing anything. You're not coming on here being fake. Like with you get what you get, and this is on camera or off camera.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best way to be.
Yeah, for sure. Well, how did you get into comedy? Because that's what we were doing. We were praying over a comedy show.
So, all right, man. Since I was a kid, I just been a class clown. Like I was smart. I wasn't like an idiot. So I did just well enough to pass school, but my passion was just being an idiot and being a class clown. And I knew I was gonna get my ass whooped at home. Like I knew that was gonna be a letter to my parents, to my dad, who didn't play that shit.
Yeah.
And the laughs in class was just, it was worth it.
Is that how you got your wife?
Oh man, no.
She's probably laughing at you right now.
The way me and my wife worked out, honestly, we were probably the best of friends for, I don't know, maybe 5-6 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like tight friends. And that's why I think our relationship works now, because we were friends first. And, like I said, I've done dirt, we all have our own skeletons, and she knew everything, like everything.
Yeah.
Like, cause she was my best friend, so she knew everything. So anyways, fast forward to like dating, she knew who I was. I didn't have to hide shit. I didn't have to hide the real me. There was no front. Like, it just worked out.
She knew you.
Yeah, she knew me, and I knew her. So yeah.
That's what they say. They say that when you're in a relationship, to learn to be friends. And that's kind of what I'm teaching my boys right now. Like, I have a 14-year-old and a 13-year-old that they're so ready to be boyfriend and girlfriend. They're so ready for love. I'm like, you have to learn how to be friends with the opposite sex first.
Yeah.
And plus, you have nothing to offer. You don't work. Like...
You always heard when I was a kid, like, boy, you don't even know how to wipe your ass. You want a girlfriend.
Exactly. I'm like, boy. I'm just like, what y'all want to be in love for? But I don't know.
So I was obviously class clown and very into comedy.
Put your head back so I can get the phone.
I learned comedy early because my uncle showed it to me, and I would always watch Def Comedy Jam, even though I wasn't allowed to watch it. So then fast forward to me always loving comedy, and then Mr. Iz, shout out Mr. Iz.
Yeah.
He came on the show and he introduced me to what Lubbock comedy was, because I didn't even know Lubbock had a scene for comedy. And man, that was like a perfect friendship relationship that we built, and from there on it was, my show was related to comedy.
I love it. Me and Justin get a crack at it all the time. Any local shows that y'all got going on, we always try to go to.
That's love too, man. I mean, to love and support. I wish I wasn't working this weekend so I can go check out my boy Justin in Plainview. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Shout out to both of y'all.
Yeah.
I hope y'all do. It's a successful show this weekend.
Man, thank you. You set up 4, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, but Mr. Iz is he's a comedian. He's from Lubbock, and he's another guy that if you get to know, like, he's definitely had a hard life. Like he had the odds stacked against him, and he should definitely not be in the position that he's in now. But he fought and he kicked his way through life and got everything that, you know, that was never offered to him as a kid. And man, I just wish many more blessings on him and like all the success in the world, because man, that kid he's had it rough.
Is he from Lubbock? Are y'all from Lubbock?
Yeah. I was born and raised in the Arden Benson. I don't know if you're familiar with that neighborhood, but
yeah, my brother. Justin was living over there, his grandma and stuff. Yeah,
born and raised in that neighborhood. Grew up playing basketball on the blacktop of McWhorter, football on the field of McWhorter. I mean, we were always outside in that damn school. And went to Cavazos for middle school and Lubbock High for high school. But yeah, born and raised, diehard Tech fan. Well, I got married in Jones Stadium. That tells you how much of a fan I am.
Y'all did, for real?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's pretty cool.
That was the only thing that I wanted for my wedding. She could plan it all. I just wanted to get married in Jones Stadium, and she made it happen.
Well, let's talk about the wife. I want to talk about her, and I hope one day that I'll be able to sit down with you and we can really talk.
And I hope one day you don't influence her to buy chickens.
I thought you did.
I know you did.
I saw your TikTok. I said he got her chickens. I told Justin, I was like, he got her chickens. Yeah. I was like, I didn't see her have them. I'm like, he didn't get her chickens.
I saw your comment. I was like, hey, shut up.
That woman, she needs her some chicken.
That lady wants chicken so bad, man. We live in a neighborhood, like, you can't.
You can have chickens.
Like, you can. You just can't have a rooster. I was like, we don't need chickens, man.
You sound like my husband. We went to Tractor Supply the other day, and I told him they had baby ducks.
Dude, y'all are the same person,
I said,
man.
babe, I said they have baby ducks. And he thought about it. He was all like, he was like, no, we just can't right now. I'm like, baby, please. Like, I was trying to take it. And he was like, no, we got to wait.
Y'all are the same
I was like, oh,
she told me that same shit. She was like, I want that yellow baby duck. And I'm like, no, bring your ass on. Baby ducks. Hell no.
Or I can just do what my mother-in-law did, because we found out we had a rooster. Well, I don't think we're supposed to have a rooster because we're in city limits.
You didn't, like, I thought they were always, like, visible that they're roosters. So they look like chickens?
Not when they're chicks.
Oh, okay.
When they're chicks, you don't know. And then when my mom got them, like, she didn't know what she got. She just got them. So now that they're bigger, me and Justin heard them, and I'm like, he's a rooster. So Justin's like, either we eat them or we separate them. He was like, because if not, he's going to fertilize the eggs, and then they're going to, but I might just give your wife a gift one day.
Hell no.
I might just give her a gift.
And I appreciate the
what do they say? It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
I appreciate the thought, but the photo that you will be getting from us is cooked chicken on the table.
But no, for real, like, you know, you and your wife are best friends. Man, I see her supporting you and stuff. You know, what's the secret to a strong marriage that y'all have built? Because how long have y'all been married?
Going on 10 years, and we've been together for like 15. So actually, I'm lying to you. Going on 11 years this year, and been together for 16. So, like I said, we were friends first, but when we started actually like deciding that we were going to start dating or whatever, it took work. It took a lot of work because, you know, she had trust issues. She, like I said, she knew everything about me, so she had, you know, trust issues that I would be my old self or whatever. But it took a lot of work, and one thing that I can tell you is that we had to come together and figure out that we're a team. Like, everything we do is a team. So there's no me without you. Like, we're in it to win it. And I think from like that conversation, it really stuck with her, because from there on out, it was like we're a team. We do everything together.
Yeah.
And you know, she gets like 2 days off, which is the weekend, and I feel so bad sometimes because my workload is stacked on top of my real job, and then so she's out there helping me podcast, helping me photography, and then she does her own art, and I'm like, she has 2 days for that, and then she's helping me with my shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel real bad, and I always tell her, like, I'm really working my ass off to like get us to a point where I can say, just quit your job. That's the end goal, because I know what she does for me and what she does for herself, and there's just not enough time in the world, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, but from the get-go, it was a early conversation that was like, hey, we're a team, we gotta do this as a team. And also too, like, when you're in a family gathering, you're like, I gotta go, man, she's wanting to, you know, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, what? I didn't even say that. And I'm
You're using it
like,
as
we're
an
a team,
excuse.
man.
Yeah.
Like we both want to leave. Like,
Yeah, you're all winking at her like, come on.
And she was like, oh, I get like.
That's Justin. I'll be telling him something like, you know when you talk with your eyes or something, he's like, what? And I'm like, and everybody's looking at me, I'm like, never mind. Never mind. He's like, well, say that. I'm like, how am I going to say
Yeah, in front of everybody.
in front of everybody? I'm like, oh, he's such a mess.
But we're also guys, man. We don't speak girl.
I get that.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of like what we were talking about the other night. Because I told him, I was like, I think this is our 3rd year of marriage.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Our anniversary's in November, so.
Oh, nice.
But this is our 3rd year of marriage, and I told him, I was like, I think we're still like getting to know each other. Okay.
Dude, for what it's worth, man, you're gonna get to know each other for years and years, man. Like I said, together for 16 years, and we still are finding out shit about each other.
Yeah.
Like, you're always gonna be learning each other. It's just what becomes a problem is when you don't want to, and you stop learning about each other. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think that's what we're getting at. Like,
So how was the Ralph Barbosa show?
it was good. Man, we had a great evening. Thank you so much for that again. Like, it was a great evening. I thought he was gonna be funnier though. I feel like what are they called? The openers were a little bit more funny than him. But I mean, it was cool. It was a cool experience. We actually saw Mr. Is there.
Yeah, I think he worked the door.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. We went over there and it was
Shout
cool.
out once again, Mr. Is. He said that he got recognized over there by one of Ralph Barbosa's openers.
No freaking way.
So yeah.
Hey, maybe he'll do a show for them.
Well, that's what I told him. Like, I was like, bro, you just got to keep swimming, man. Your time is coming, bro.
Oh yeah, he's funny too. It takes a lot for me to laugh, and that's what I was telling Justin. I said, when I go to comedy, like, I guess I expect to like almost pee my pants type of laugh. And then I don't laugh like that, so then I'm like, well, they're not that funny.
Nah, they sucked.
But Mr. Is makes me laugh, so he's pretty funny.
You hear that, Is? Keep doing your shit, man.
Yes. It's funny too.
This dude is all love. Like, I can't stop speaking about him in such a high regard, because he shows nothing but love for everyone.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm gonna put him on to your show, and I guarantee you he's gonna start hitting you up for people that you can put on the like, that's what he does.
Yeah.
Like, he just shows love all the time.
After talking about him, I want to hear his story or whatever he would love to share. You know.
I'll have to send you the episode. I can't remember what episode number it is, but we've done 2 episodes of his life story.
Oh, y'all did?
Yeah, and dude.
Good.
Yeah, he's gone through it.
Man.
Yeah.
Do you want your mustache too?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you get it off your lips a little bit.
If you don't mind, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was telling Justin, I was like, bro, was like, you need to tell your wife, bro, to be confident in her skills because I love my haircut. He was like, hell yeah.
Yeah. Could you tell I was a little like...
I can tell, like, you know, like, I could tell, like, you didn't want to mess up. And, you know, that's cool. But I love the haircut you gave me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. I think that's just being a new barber. You know, just like... Because, you know, when people leave, it's like, okay, but... Then what? Like, we don't hear, like, did you tell your wife you like it? Did your wife compliment? Like, do you feel good? Do you look good? Like,
I loved it. I really did. My wife loved it too. Yeah, she
did. That's awesome.
And she's a hard critic.
Is she? Well, and
she's
she liked it.
She'll tell me, like, I'll be thinking I got a good haircut, and she'll be like, I don't like your haircut. And I'm like, damn, girl.
See? Well, that makes me so happy that she liked it.
Yeah,
that y'all
she did.
both liked it. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah.
The beard and stuff?
Can you get my eyebrows?
Yeah, you want me to trim them down?
If you don't mind, yeah.
Okay.
But I love that. That's badass.
Okay.
I hate all the damn wrinkles in the back of my head.
Hey, Lou. If you're gonna trim eyebrows, what should I do?
So I use the right here, comb. This.
Comb.
So this is what I do whenever I trim my eyebrows.
Can you do it with the trimmers?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I go right here, then you just right there.
You and your clipper over comb.
So basically, yeah, just pushing it against the hairs. And just everything that sticks out, just kind of. And like I'm not like pushing it against his face, but it is like
pretty laying on his face.
On his eyebrow. I've seen people use like a 1.5 guard. I've even seen people use a 1 guard open with the clipper to trim the eyebrow. So I personally like it that way.
1.5 ain't that a little short?
Yeah, that's what I say, bro. But I guess some people just got thick eyebrows.
Yeah.
But see, like this is not your right eye right there. So it's still dark, but it's not. It gets all those wild hairs out. You know
Okay. And you use this side?
Yes, ma'am. The fine
The finer side? Okay. Okay. We're just going to take a moment of silence and nobody breathe. I'm just kidding.
I've done that to myself on this.
You know why I know you're gonna succeed?
Why?
Is because you're not afraid to ask for help.
Yes. I need
You
help.
don't think that you know it all, and you're not out here to like show everybody you know it all. That's a quality that not a lot of people have.
Yeah. I always learned that, like, I played sports at a young age. I always told you got to be coachable.
Yeah.
What do coaches do? They teach you. You know. So when it comes, my husband putting me on game, Lou putting me onto the barber game, I'm going to ask for help. Our Heavenly Father, I'm going to ask for help.
Put me on game.
Put me on game, please. Because I do want to be successful, and everything that I do, it's for my family, you know?
Yeah, you are going to be successful. You are.
You like your eyebrows?
Dude, that's an awesome haircut. I like it.
For real? Okay. Man, JP, let me get all this hair off of you, because all right. It has been an honor.
Thank you.
It has been an honor. We've had a good conversation. You know, I learned so much about you and stuff. Like, it's inspiring.
Thank you.
It really is.
Thank you.
And you're doing big things on your podcast.
I'm also an open book, man. I'm here to help you if you ever need help with anything. And I know Justin knows a lot of stuff about editing and stuff.
Yeah.
That's great. But if you need help, I'm here to help too.
No, we appreciate it. And Raquel, right?
Yes.
Raquel, I'm trying to get you those chickens. You know, we got to get together and we'll talk about it.
No.
But JP, I'm trying. I know what much joy they bring to me, and you get free eggs. Y'all like to save money, right? Okay. Well, we'll hold that thought.
Yeah.
JP, where can people find you?
So I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at It's the JP Lopez Show.
Okay.
You can catch me every Wednesday with new episodes at It's the JP Lopez Show on all the streaming platforms and YouTube. And please like, share, subscribe, comment, rate, review, and do all those things for her too.
Yeah, support the locals.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
Guys, until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time. Peace.
This is fun.